Hi, it's Miss House. I'd like to give you a quick tour of the Math 120 Canvas portion of your course. What is important for you to know is that you're responsible for everything in here, so make sure you go through and look at everything. When you log in and you click on the 120W80 course, you'll be at the home page, and our home page is set to modules. So these are the modules for your course. Now, I've only added this week's module, but before next Monday, I will add next week's module. When you log in, there's always the important announcements posted here, and you'll notice that the one that I've posted is the calendar. So just a quick overview is that this week we do 3-1 and 3-2. The first part of the week, those are due on Wednesday. Then we do 3-3 and 3-4. Those will be due on Sunday, as well as a quiz. So what I recommend is that you do a few problems every day. 8 to 10 will be enough, okay? So that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're finished with homework 1 without having to cram it in. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the same thing for 3-3, 3-4 without having to cram it in, and that gives you Sunday to take your quiz. Now, of course, if you don't work on Sundays, that means that you're going to have to work ahead and get your quiz posted before then. You will notice from here also that some quizzes are unproctored and some are proctored. Your first one is unproctored. I will give you some information about the proctoring system before we get to the proctored assessments. So that important information will be listed there under the announcements and also at the top of your course homepage. So the next link, of course, is announcements, and it just gives you all of the announcements in case that some of them, I think it only shows 3 at a time, so if there's an old announcement you want to go back to, you can go through this announcements link. Now, My Labs and Mastering is the software that we use. When you click on My Labs and Mastering, I want you to always enter My Lab and Mastering through this gold link. Avoid using these links. These will give you a better view of what's available in My Labs and Mastering. Now, the first time you click on My Lab and Mastering, it's going to require that you register. It's going to ask you if you have a Pearson username and password, and if not, you have to create one. But once you have created that account, it will take you directly in to your My Math Lab class. Okay? And I'll give you more information about My Math Lab in the My Math Lab tour that I'll be doing as a short video as well. There's a link to proctoring here. Okay? That's where you will go when you have a proctored assessment. I will give you more information about that a little later. The official syllabus is here. I can't see it in the student view, so I'm going to change over to teacher view so that I can show you the official syllabus. As with all courses, the official syllabus is the first thing that you should really pay a lot of attention to. Notice how I use these menu bars to collapse and have the whole page to see this. Your course is 120W80. There's a description. We meet online for all meetings unless you would like to come to campus for tutoring or for taking assessments. The proctored assessments require a computer with high-speed internet, a webcam, and a microphone. If you don't have access to these 3 things, then you'll need to come to campus, and I'll announce the times that you can come to campus for your proctored assessments. You must purchase a My Math Lab access code. You do not have to purchase it for 14 days. I will show you how you can get access without purchasing it in just a few minutes. The required calculator is the TI-30X2S. Other calculators are not allowed on assessments unless I have given you a waiver and pre-approved it prior to the time of the assessment. Also, you send me a picture of that to my Canvas inbox, and I will let you know. Send me a picture of any scientific calculator that is not the TI-30X2S, and I will give you approval. Otherwise, if you use another calculator, it might be a 0, so let me see it. This is my office number and phone number. I'm going to give you my cell phone number right now. That's the best way for you to reach me. I highly recommend that you go ahead and put this in your phone, 404-966-41776. Be sure to include your name and Math 120. Okay? Make sure you do this. I don't usually put students in my contacts, so every time you send me a message, you need to tell me who you are. Okay? And you can use that to text only. Okay? If you need to talk to me, we can set up a time on text to have a telephone call or a Zoom, which is really the best way to talk, and that is face-to-face. So make sure you write this down. I'll put it in the syllabus. It's not there yet, but I will put it there. All right, these are the hours I'm available in my office at Martin Campus. If these don't work for you, again, text me. We can figure out a time that will work for you. If you can't get in touch with me for some reason, we technically have 36 hours to respond to any messages, but I will say that I will respond immediately or within a few hours to text messages, depending on when you send them. Emails within 24 hours. So, but if you can't get me for some reason, please talk to Dr. Moore, because maybe I need help. Just kidding. Okay, last day to withdraw November 28th. Your final exam will be proctored online December 6th and 7th. There will be multiple times throughout the week for you to do your final exam on campus. I will let you know, but it is this basically the first week of December. It's part of the second week, so 6th through the 8th is when on-campus exams will be. Outcomes for the course, objectives for the course policies, netiquette, computer skills. These are all things that you should read because you're responsible for them. Institutional policies such as Office of Specialized Student Services. If you have a documented disability such as ADHD like I have, you might get special accommodations through this office, okay? But you have to contact them in order to get those special services. Emergency preparedness, sexual misconduct policies, academic misconduct. If you use anything else on your materials other than what I tell you, on your assignments, other than what I tell you you can use, is considered cheating. It can be a 0. It can also be a report to the dean and put in your permanent record, which would transfer over to any other institution that you are at. So let's make sure that you follow the policies that I give you for all assignments. Class attendance, you need to be in there several days during the week. I don't technically take attendance. If you are in the course for the week working, you're going to be present for the week. Get in there and work. If you don't, you'll miss the deadlines for assignments. So you have to be in there and working. There are some times when deadlines can be extended. These are very extenuating circumstances, such as military service, a serious accident, which has an accident report, going to court, illness that requires going to the doctor. Even if you have to take a family member, you can get an excuse from the doctor of why you could not work during that entire period that assignment was open. And of course, death of immediate family member. But you have to give me the proper paperwork, and submitting false paperwork is a violation of the academic honesty policy. So if you're absent, let's make it be absent because you really need to be absent. It's your responsibility to get in touch with me about any missed work due to any of these kinds of absences. There are other college policies that you should read. You should use your Shelton email, or better, the inbox in Canvas. This is the best way to contact me there. Of course, you can contact me by text message, as I've already indicated. The only thing I don't do on text messages is anything to do with grades. You can contact me and say, hey, Miss House, why is my grade X? And I will say, I will email you in Canvas. I'm not allowed to do it over the phone because I don't know who might pick up your phone and text me. Quality enhancement plan is how we try to make Shelton's classes better. There's a whole website about that if you want to read it. And then the remote instruction clauses for on-campus classes in the event that we have to go to remote, such as in the case of COVID or something. All right, grading, 10% for my math lab homework, 12% for quizzes. They're in my math lab, some are proctored, some are not. 3 tests, they'll all be in my math lab, 16% each, and final exam is 30. You can see here that 78% of your scores are for proctored assessments, plus 6%, so that's 84% come from proctored assessments, because half of your quizzes are also proctored. I will help you pass the quizzes and the tests if you do your part. There will be no need to panic about all these being proctored. You will pass them if you do what you're supposed to do. Typical grading scale, and here's that pacing guide again. You're going to see this in multiple places because it's that important. Monday through Wednesday, you'll have an assignment due Wednesday at 11:59 and another assignment due on Sunday. That's going to repeat itself throughout the semester. Quizzes and tests can be on Wednesday. I try to get them on Sunday when I can, but just in order to get through this material this semester, and the fact that we have a holiday for Thanksgiving means that we do have to have some proctored assessments during the week. Okay, you can always request one earlier if there's some reason that you can't take a proctored assessment during the dates that are posted. You cannot request it later. It has to be done earlier or on time. Okay, let's go back to the home page and just point out a few more things. I don't want this video to be too long, so let's just point out a few important things. So here we are back on the home page. Announcements we talked about, My Labs and Mastering we talked about. This proctoring tab is where you will go for proctoring. Official syllabus, modules are these modules, grades, Smart Thinking Online Tutoring. How to get help. Now that we're talking about tutoring, the SOAR Lab on Martin Campus. You're going to want to look for Chaz. Go to that website. Go down here to the tutoring schedule. And as I said before, Jeff and Chaz both do 120. In addition to the SOAR, Smart Thinking, you click on that. It will take you directly to the Smart Thinking website. It knows who you are because you went through Canvas. Okay? You're going to go up here to Tutoring, and you're going to select Math, and you're going to select Calculus. Okay? So I have a session that's open, and this is a drop-in session. I can start my session, write in my question. I can either type it, or if you have a device that allows you to write on the screen, you can write it in. Okay? Submit your question. Tutor will respond to you. Okay? You can also schedule tutoring. That's up to you. This is available 24/7. Okay? You need to take advantage of this. So the whole point in showing you these things is that you have a tremendous number of resources available to you, plus some that are in My Math Lab that I'll also show you in the My Math Lab tour. You want to make sure that you take advantage of these. The only way you can take advantage of these is that you work regularly and don't wait until the last minute. That's a disaster. You probably already know that, and I don't need to tell you, but I'm telling you again, it's a disaster if you wait until the last minute. You've got to schedule sometime Monday through Wednesday, sometime Thursday through Sunday. Okay, that brings us to the modules that are listed for you here. You will notice that each week I will have a module. I only have 1 week out at a time. You don't need to work ahead. You need to just stay caught up. If you are ahead, you can work in the study plan inside of MyMathLab. I give you the learning outcomes, okay, that we're going to learn for each of the units, and I tell you which items in homework those objectives are covered. The next thing I provide for you are a bunch of homework examples that are worked out. Okay, so I will go through pretty much all of the homework problems, unless there are a bunch that are just about the same and I'm asking you to do additional ones just for extra practice. You'll see lots of examples by section. Okay, there's the 3.1, and somewhere in here is the 3.2. Okay, that's going to be down here, 3.2. Now, the best way to view the videos is to actually click on the YouTube link. If you view it in Canvas, depending on your browser, it might be too small. So I would highly recommend that you just go ahead and click the YouTube link. It will bring up the video. And when you're in YouTube, if you'll not expand it to full screen, it's going to be a lot clearer. Even though I have the audio turned off, there is audio and there's also closed caption. So if you turn on the closed caption, you can always see that as well. So as I said, I recommend that you use the link to YouTube to actually watch the video, and watch it not in the expanded view, but just whatever comes up when you click on YouTube. You're just going to have to play around and see what's best for the browser that you're using. I recommend the Chrome browser for almost everything that we do, and that is required for all proctoring sessions that you have to have. Okay, so you want to watch the videos, okay? I also provide for you a copy of the worksheet, that is the basic problems from the homework, along with their solutions. Okay, so if you get this error, just click on download and it'll open up the file. I get that sometimes, but not all the time. And you'll just see that I've worked out the problems in a worksheet format. So that's another option for you if you don't want to watch videos or you don't have good bandwidth. You can look at the worked out solutions, the worksheet, and then there are the solutions. I do provide a few rules and definitions. These are from your textbook. You'll also have access to these inside MyMathLab. All right, now how to get started is the last thing I want to look at here. So read the official syllabus, which we already hit the highlights from. Create your MyMathLab link. Follow the instructions to get started. Do not delay. Even if you don't have a code, ask for temporary access. Watch the video for 3.1 and 3.2 provided in the Test 1 Resources module. Take notes over the videos. This is the best way that you learn. It's your lecture for the class. Then go to MyMathLab, click on the gold bar when you enter MyMathLab, okay, and work on the homework that's due Wednesday at 11:59. You'll repeat the process. As soon as you're done with 3.1 and 3.2, you can work early on 3.3 and 3.4 and try to get this week finished, remembering that the quiz is the last thing that you have to do, and it will be due by Sunday. So you have one deadline on Wednesday, one deadline on Sunday, but you don't want to be doing homework on Sunday. You want to just take the quiz on Sunday, or you want to work a little faster and get that quiz done early. You repeat this process throughout the semester. You'll have 3 proctored quizzes, 3 proctored tests. I'll talk about those later when we get closer to a proctored assessment. Okay, so that's your quick overview of Canvas. I've given you my cell phone number. You may text me if you have any questions or send an email through the inbox of Canvas.